With time, a seed becomes a tree, sheltering us. With time, a skill becomes a talent, empowering us. With time, a technology becomes a tool, enhancing us. By nature, time gives value to almost everything, yet the very thing our society gives value to, our money, loses value over time. This paradox warps our reality by defying the laws of nature, and it stems from the belief that $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow, meaning money must always lose value. We built our reality off of this model. Time value of money, we call it, but in reality, this is just dogma. Since we can keep making more of it, we end up destroying our own purchasing power. So we put it in stocks, put it in bonds, put it in land, put it in funds, put it in crypto, put it in gold, but we are not oracles, so what do we know? We know that it's hard to get by. We know some people may never retire. Is time value of money a lie since it discounts the monetary value of our time? If time is money, how are they moving in different directions? We're working longer for less. We end up just giving away our freedom. Give up liberty for policies. Give up our agency to the authorities. Because when our foundation is built on complexity, we simplify humans by giving up our humanity. Reality check, we're straight too far from the truth. The world economy is a wreck when 1 + 1 no longer equals to 2. And if life's created from the truth, along the way something got screwed. And we let our own dogma subjectify value. We divorce action from consequence. We defy the law of physics. We make scarcity infinite. We disregard the language of mathematics. So our systems are built on a fallacy. Our society is based on a fantasy. In the absence of truth, we're living in the shadows of our own reality. And that's the root problem. Man-made rules can be broken. As our trust crumbles, so does the progress of our civilization. But one thing remains constant: no one can cheat nature. So why not use it to architect a stronger base layer? The most beautiful buildings engineered based on these consequences. Natural law drives rigor needed to build something enduring, uncompromising on principles that accounts for the flaws. Because when our lives are at stake, the gravity of truth cannot be ignored. So our monetary systems were designed like structures. It would embody energy and matter, so the money itself matters. An unbreakable limit enforced by costliness of creation ensures the structure holds value for many generations. A rule-based system governed by maths builds a transparent ecosystem that can self-error correct. With no one in charge, no words are taken as fact. Only work from computation can actualize truth of timestamps, and like water flowing off a cliff down the path of gravity, computational energy makes time flow one way only. It is this irreversibility which gives value to our money by upholding consensus and scarcity to create one shared reality. Now the map is the territory. Now we're working with high fidelity. Now money is truthfully time and energy bound by finality. Now we have the ability to manifest each of our dreams and build a world that is much more reflective of all of our needs. And that's the purpose of money. Merely a tool to shape our reality, merely a function to harness and express individuality, just a way to live freely, just a means for possibility. Because when we build on integrity, we enhance the beauty of humanity. The most beautiful societies are built from diversity of our thoughts that come to life when we're empowered individually. Because when money tomorrow is worth more than today, we shift from predicting to creating the future ourselves. And when our money grows in value, we grow thoughtful in how we use it. Natural law drives rigor needed to fund something enduring, something truly worth it, something that pushes the sky's limit, something only possible now real value and consequence exists in boundless virtual dimensions. Imagine potential creations, fueled by monetary life force lasting for many generations. We will venture into new territories and unleash these possibilities once we learn to embrace the truth of our reality. Thank you so much.
Mute. Do we have sound? Are we partially getting there? Let me get my screen up. Hopefully people can hear everything. real quickly here. Let me just fix this. Yeah, sorry, I'm still trying to work through a ton of computer issues. Thought I had it. Did not have it. 1 second here. Let me make sure I have the right screen. Yeah, let's pick that one. There we go. All right. We're up and running. Thank you. I love Tesla. Can't wait to get my Cybertruck. Coming in a couple of months, hopefully. All right. So I lost some money today. I don't care. I'm actually super happy. I thought today was great. I sold a bunch of... Oh, let me see here. I need to move a few things around. So I sold a decent amount of hood, and I sold a bunch of GBTC. I think like 150K, up 5.5% on the day. The hood was up like 10 to 15%. And then I bought Bitcoin miners, about 210,000, down anywhere from probably 7 to 8% on average. And what else did I get? Let me try to remember here. Oh yeah, Tesla. I got about 50K, maybe 60 in Tesla calls for June 2026 for $330. Pretty excited about that. I'm ready to buy more. I hope things keep dropping. I've loved the miners today. I love Tesla dropping today. I actually called Tesla dropping, but we could talk about that later. It looks like the big losers, Tesla, SoFi, a little bit of PayPal. We're going to give PayPal a break. PayPal's been beat up a lot. Mara, CleanSpark, Bitfarms, and ArcG. And again, I am totally cool with all of this. I'm probably only lost like 120K today, which is phenomenal considering how much red there was in the mining space and with Tesla. Diversification is key. That's all I have to say. Speaking of diversification, this is fun. And we'll get to charts for people that are new here. We'll get to charts in a little bit. But I wanted to show the shitcoin portfolio. Kind of excited about that. I noticed today when I was looking down here that Bonk is up 51% today. So that was probably something that helped boost my portfolio a decent amount. Speaking of Bonk, Dogecoin was up too. This is just one of my portfolios for alts. Doge was up 115% now in 8 days. I think it's retraced a little bit from this, but still in like the 0.17 range. So again, some things might have gotten hit today, but I would still say the market is pretty strong. I mean, look at the altcoins. Every stupid dog and frog coin you can think of is up a sick amount. And this is for the week. Insanity. Real quickly, Bitcoin, inflows to accumulation addresses. You can see a little spike here. It's been kind of going up a little bit, retraced a little bit, but we're just seeing massive inflows, which is probably why... Oh, you know what? I should do this. Let me think. I think I got this over here. Let me see. Nope. 1 sec. I'm going to add something. I'm going to add a little thing. Real quick while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Is it going to work? Gonna work? Why doesn't everything just work perfectly all the time? Is that too much to ask for? Just perfection. There we go. Boom. Bitcoin. We should watch Bitcoin over on the left, courtesy of my other screen. All right, real quick. So on top of that, I just wanted to show this graph. I love it. It shows the inflation rate down here in orange of Bitcoin over time, and it just shows how much lower it gets. And then the blue is the inflation rate of the monetary base. And this number is actually, could be outdated. It's actually probably worse than this. It's a little bit steeper. But exciting enough, we have 47 days left till the halving, and Bitcoin's just going to keep helping solve these problems for how we store our wealth. And I wish the video would have worked like the first 4 times I tried it. So you guys could have watched that video. I'm probably going to play it again tomorrow because it's amazing. It speaks to a lot of truth that people need to understand. All right, Ethereum. What I wanted to point out here is that the deflation rate is actually starting to accelerate for this. So that's going to be powerful, along with the ETFs, along with EIP 4844 coming in about a week. Pretty cool stuff. MicroStrategy. What can I even say about this one? I did call for like the last week or two that we were going to have some crazy short squeeze on MicroStrategy, and we're seeing it more every day. I'll just, let me pop this up here. I also said, hey, it's kind of nifty that we're breaking out of a 25-year downtrend today, and we're probably going to scream higher. I think we closed up 23.6% again today. Again, this is supposed to be like an ETF, and it's destroying that thesis because Michael Saylor buys Bitcoin with all the money that he gets, and people shorted this with like 20% short interest because they're idiots. So that's not going to work out for them very well at all. And this is just going to keep happening. I don't know if you realize that. It's not done. MicroStrategy is probably going to drop it a number of times because they're going to dilute their shares, because why wouldn't you when your stock has went up 850% this year? I wonder if people are going to start talking about this. Isn't that like a little NVIDIA-ish? Doesn't it feel a little NVIDIA-ish? It does to me. All right. The heat map. Sucks to be Apple and Google, but I've been saying that for a while. Big tech getting gobbled up a little bit. Of course, the simmies just do not care. Tesla getting slaughtered. Why? China narrative, potential slowdown, tied in with the lunar holiday, yada, yada, yada. I actually, again, already called that without any of that stuff. But, all right, so Dow Jones Industrial down. It looks like we were kind of flat to down on the S&P. Oh, stupid ads. S&P was down, NASDAQ down. Russell, where did the Russell go? How'd we do on the Russell? Russell, about flat. So we got slammed down in just about all this stuff. The only thing that really did well today was the crypto markets, it looks like. All right, beer and greed. We are greedy. 79. Got a little better. But again, if you look at this over time, we're just kind of hanging out. I think that keeps happening. All right, economic indicators. There's nothing. Nobody cares today. A bunch of stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow we have PMI data, factory orders, including transportation, ex-transportation, ISM, bunch of Fed talk that nobody cares about. The logistic managers index should be interesting, and then total vehicle sales. So we'll have a decent amount of stuff, and then Wednesday is when it really picks up. Let's see, what do I got over here? Oh, I wanted to post Palantir. I still think we could drop. I don't know where we ended with the day. I'll check the chart again a little bit. But I do think at least a retracement down to this .786 is probably pretty likely, especially with broader market weakness. I think this is just it didn't get included in the S&P, and that's the narrative that's driving it. Now, Tesla, like I said, I called this for dropping. Let's see, this was March 1st, so 3 days ago. And it's doing it. As you can see here, looks like a bear flag. It's sure starting to act like a bear flag. I thought I had it pulled up somewhere. Oh, wait, maybe it's over here. Yeah. So I'd say that's a bear flag right there. It's doing exactly what I talked about right here. So that'll probably keep happening. Again, the bottom on this, we could find support as soon as like 185, maybe. But I think there's a greater likelihood that we're going down here to this previous support line. So maybe the 170s range. We got the fib, we got the support line. That's probably going to be pretty strong. But if broader market weakness really starts to deteriorate, we could get as low, I think, as 145, 146. I don't see us getting lower than that. If we do, it's stupid, and I'm just going to gobble it up. Just gobble. This really smart guy, Tom Lee, was talking about how PayPal could be a stealth Bitcoin play. He got that from this other guy called me. And I agree with them. How shocking is that? So check out this post if you didn't already. You could buy Bitcoin, you could buy Ethereum, you could buy some other crap that nobody cares about. You can get PayPal USD. Still got to see what happens there. Again, yeah, we'll do charts near the end, assuming Bull's a chart. In my investment career, I've learned to specialize in not chasing money and instead wait for it to come to me. This is something I want people to learn from me. If you learn anything, be patient, find stocks, find plays that you believe in. Do all the research you can to prove and disprove your thesis. And keep doing that. And learn, but wait, be patient. Don't chase, don't jump into everything. Don't jump into the next or peep, because it's up like 500% in a week and now seems like a good time to buy it. Don't do crap like that. Buy the things you believe in, research, and then wait. Be patient. Be like Yoda, and life will treat you better. And that applies to a lot of stuff in life, not just investing. This right here, this is the new standard I put. This person wrote that they admired me because I don't chase and rather I accumulate and a fear, and then I have conviction for my stocks. Again, just the same message as above. Have conviction, believe in stuff, work towards it. All right, let's see here. On the chips front, again, everything chip went up, and SMC is just it's just insane, and it just kept going again. This will stop at some point. I don't know when, but it has to. At least with this. Maybe Nvidia can still grind for a while, but eventually we're going to get some sideways chop or some down action in markets. We just have to. This is getting too stupid. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to pull up Palantir, see how that ended. Then I'll pull up Ventex. I'm just going to go through my charts real quick like I normally do. And then I'll start looking through your guys's. Give me 1 sec. Palantir. How do we do at the end of the day? Looks like it wants to roll over. Got a little bounce. A little baby bounce. Can't hate that. But it's probably still going to roll over. Because this is a double top if I've ever seen it. Double top is just an upside down W. An M. And, yeah. Probably doing that right now. So, if you don't like losing money, might want to lighten the load a little bit. All right, SoFi. Let's jump over to Fintech. I think this one got brutalized today. Oh, I didn't want to move that. I didn't do anything with this. Don't really care right now. I got a feeling that it looks like the banking sector is getting a little like, eh. And I think that has to deal with BTFP going away, the Bank Term Funding Program. Other stuff's replacing it. People don't care. People like fear. Looking for a reason to be afraid. Not a lot of reasons can be found right now. But people want it. So they get it. And I think banking gets hit the most. Might get interested in banking soon. I keep making all this money off a hood. I think I'm up to, what am I up to? Hood, 350%. Like that. 373 it says in the options. So I'm probably just going to keep trimming off that stuff and buying my favorite things. It's kind of how I like to roll. Good. Because when you have like one winner like that, that thing's making me like 30, 40 grand a day. I can just like buy stuff. It's awesome. Again, all you need is one asymmetric opportunity and it just, stuff gets cool. Now Hood, I would say that it's not crazy that we hit the next fib level and took a break. So I don't care. I think it's fine. And again, my stuff was still up like 10% on it today or more. So whatever. It's all good. All right. PayPal. The one everybody hates right now. But they will love it eventually. I know this. I can feel it. It is coming. Again, listen to Tom Lee. He knows what he's talking about. So, still waiting. Trying to grind up. Get above the 50. Get above the 200. If we can do that, establish a base right here. It's game over. Just got to make it happen. It'll happen. Square. Square, square, square. Square. Hasn't even filled the gap. Pretty remarkable, actually. Probably should fill the gap. I would not be surprised for it to fill the gap. So maybe 69. That might be in the future. Doesn't have to happen. Could happen. Probably is going to happen. All right, RG. Let's do that one. This one dropped a little bit too. This one, I'm just waiting for this one to get above the peak volume. Is this so much to ask, RG? All you got to do is just get right above that little line. Right there. Right there. Turn that into support. Chop a little bit. Go up to here. Break above this for the first time in like 2 years. And then go higher. That's all you got to do. You can do it. I feel like that's the path. I actually am still really bullish on markets. I know it seems weird. We've got a lot of strange stuff going on. You got crazy, shitty things pumping. You got semiconductors pumping. But I think the market's strong. I think there's a lot of people that don't want to believe that. But I do think it is. And I think it's just going to get more strong. Let's look at miners. Miners were fun. Let's do some of that. Wait, how do I not have CleanSpark? This is weird. Make a copy. Wait, dude, like it's got to be there. Maybe it's listed differently. Whatever. Takes like 2 seconds to pull it up. All right. Let's do CLSK. Save this. Now I got to do a little fibby fib. That's because I don't know where my other one went. Gonna fib it off of March 2020. I choose that time frame because it's kind of like a general low for markets. So when I do a trend-based fib extension, I get it down here in that general low, kind of a recognized low for markets like broadly. And then I draw it to the top up here, wherever the highest peak was before I had a large retracement. And then I draw that line down at the bottom of what I believe the bottom is going to be. And this was such a huge jump and then a multi-year route. Once you figured out where the bottom was, maybe you get up here. That's why we start doing the fib extensions, because we want to see how much further can it go. You can do retracements too, but they just don't, they're not as clear, because again, a retracement is, it was down here, I draw it up to the top because I want to see how far down it can go. The extension is just the exact opposite of that, right? So you got to use the right tool for the right circumstance. Now, it's not crazy for CleanSpark. If we look here, it's not crazy for it to get stuck at the .618. What do I tell you guys all the time? This is the golden retracement zone. How crazy is it that it's retracing here? Probably not too crazy, right? I mean, we did go up 265% in 6 weeks when Bitcoin went up, well, I guess 60% now, 60 or a little bit more. So since if you're doing a 4x, what the underlying asset that you're associated with is doing, maybe it's not crazy for you to spend a little time in this range. Maybe we even get to like 14 or something like that. I think it could happen. If it happens, my plan, buy more. Use HOOD to fund it, and anything else that does really well that I think, you know, needs to be harvested. That's what I call it. There's a time where you plant seeds and there's a time where you harvest. I'm harvesting HOOD right now, and it'll just, as long as it keeps going up, I'm going to keep harvesting it and planting seeds in different areas. I'm currently planting seeds in miners and Tesla, but there are other things I wouldn't mind doing it with too. But that's what I'm doing right now. All right, let's look up Mara, my new one. I think I talked other people into buying some Bitcoin miners. That was kind of fun. Tanner Invest and Data Driven, all these other guys. Tevis, I think, was buying too. It's just kind of cool to see him getting interested in this stuff. Now, I actually like Bitfarms. Bitfarms is quite a bit smaller. Or, I'm sorry, this is Mara. Looking at the wrong chart. The exact opposite of what I said. Mara is quite a bit larger. And what I like, though, is it's trying to find support above this fib. I like that. And again, these guys had a kick-ass earnings, and they've got the largest bank of Bitcoin out of any miner out there. 3 times the size of CleanSpark and double the size of Riot, and growing, accelerating past them. So this isn't my main miner. I've got about 500,000 in CleanSpark. This one I probably only have 250,000, maybe a little bit more. And then Bitfarms, I'm like at 152, so it's like 3rd place. That's all my miners. I don't need to bottom feed. I don't need to be a part of a bunch of other stuff that sucks. These are the ones for my play. I've spent a lot of time on it now, and these are probably the ones I'm sticking with. We'll see how Bitfarms does in earnings, but Mara and CleanSpark are locked in for this cycle for at least another year. And that doesn't mean that I might not sell some if I make tons of money, but it means these are my miners. All right, let me pull up Bitfarms real quick, and then I'll start going through your guys' list and looking stuff up. All right, yeah, okay, it's kind of the same thing here, kind of similar, totally different, but similar. So we look like we might find support on this fib. We could go lower. I don't know, we might not though, because Bitfarms hasn't performed as well as like a CleanSpark or a Mara, and it's a smaller cap. So this one actually has a lot of upside potential. It's only got 800 million for its market cap. And like I just said, what was Mara? Mara's 6.88 billion. And then CleanSpark is 3.26 billion. So this thing is a baby in comparison. And a lot of that is probably the fact that they don't have a lot of Bitcoin. But what you need to realize is small caps, whether you don't realize this in broader markets, you're going to figure it out soon. Small caps move more than big caps, right? They have more upside potential. because you need less dollars to be able to push them up. It's a very important concept to understand. So again, I like Bitfarms, and if Bitfarms gets another double-digit drop tomorrow, I'll probably spend some of that hood money and buy into it. I do like right now that we're like 35% down on a lot of these big miners, at least my top 3 that I like. That's wonderful stuff. Again, like drop 50%. You can do worse, please. I would love to get more. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna go back up in the chat. Is that the chat? Am I looking at the whole chat? I got live chat. Holy cow! All right, I hope so. HP, Nvidia. Okay, that's my graphic card talk. That's POKT. I don't know what that is. We're gonna look it up. Oh no, wrong thing. All right, so now we're on to your guys' stuff. And for the people that don't know it already, couple things. A, no more ads. I'm not doing ads anymore. I think it messes up picture-in-picture, and I just don't care. So we're not doing ads anymore. You guys have done a great job supporting this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Let me try and multitask and talk at the same time. I greatly appreciate it. And so no more ads. That way we're benefiting the people that don't have YouTube Premium. So thank you guys. And if anybody wants to join and help support, again, it's greatly appreciated. You don't have to do it, but it is appreciated. All right. Is this what is this? Poke? What is POKT? Is this crypto? It must be crypto. Oh, this is way down the tree, man. I can take a look. Yeah, it's already ran a shit ton too. There's not much I can tell you about this. I don't know anything about it. It's got a 332 million market cap. It could do anything. It just ran. Like, I don't know. I don't dial down this far down the tree on the shit coins. That's a younger version of me. But I wouldn't buy something that's ran 1,347%. Just because some of these won't, they'll be a fraction of what the others are. And if you know, like, why this thing is the best thing since sliced bread, cool. But I wouldn't recommend anybody buy this. Oh, hello, mining Smith. Am I mining ETH? No, but I used to. That's how I got started. Long time ago. Back in 2017, like early 2017. Excuse me, getting something to drink. All right, BTC up, miners down. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That's a feature. So to be clear, because I hate saying this all the time, so I'll just say it one more time. When Bitcoin miners go up 4 to 6x faster than the underlying thing that they're mining, I'm sorry, it's not going to go up all the time. It's going to take breaks. It's crazy, right? Math, but 4 to 6 times as much is a huge number. So a 30% retrace while Bitcoin is still climbing is not crazy. That's the ball you signed up for. This is the small cap ball, right? That's what miners are. They're a leverage play versus the underlying asset. So yeah, it's going to drop. Just enjoy it. Yep, those are the ones running. Soon enough. All right, let's see what else we got here. What else we got here? Going down, going down. Anybody? Adobe. We're looking at Adobe. I think I got that one. All right. Adobe is a big company. They make lots of money and have for many, many years. This is going back to the 2009 drop. As you can see, they haven't really had a lot of drops. There's the March of 2020. Then they peaked out over here, like during that time frame, right? Because everybody was at home and working on software or something. And then we dropped hard again in 2022, and now they're back up. It does look like these guys are just so consistent. It does look like they might be rolling over and getting rejected up here. Again, we've got divergence on the monthly time frame going back a ways. So I don't know. Adobe might have like peaked out. And I'm just trying to remind myself of what this looks like from their financials. This is what we do too, guys. If you're new to this, we look at the stock, and then if it's interesting, I look at the financials. So Adobe's got a lot of cash. They're taking home about $1.5 billion a quarter. That's a pretty good number. They're worth $256 billion, which is a lot. They kind of have a steady revenue growth. Again, it's just, and their shares are going down a little bit. Their operating expenses aren't going back up much. It's 8% growth year over year, nothing crazy. It's just kind of steady Eddie. It might be taking a break for a little bit before it goes higher. All depends on how their quarters do. I do like that their projections look really good. I mean, look at this best EPS going back to Q4 of 2020. That wouldn't be bad. So maybe it gets a little. Maybe if the earnings do turn out this good or better, we could make it up to this next fib. But I don't know. This just isn't it. Or it goes down to 516. So it goes down to 516 or goes up to 741. But I don't know. These aren't that interesting to me. They just don't move enough. Not in this kind of environment. In case you haven't noticed, this is an environment where stuff moves. And I want to make sure that I'm a part of the good stuff that's moving the most. All right, let me see here. What do we have? Pfizer. I don't think I have that one. Let me make a copy. And then some of these, if you're new, I don't have them loaded, right? So I've got to load it up and get the chart built and get the trend-based fib extension on it and kind of get some of my initial drawings on it. But after I do that, then going forward, I have them. And so that makes this, whoa, Pfizer. Nobody getting their COVID shot no more. That hurts, huh? You guys in pain? What is that? Oof, boy. Yeah, dude. That is a wreck. I haven't seen this stock in ages. Let's do this. I don't even think I can't do a trend-based fib extension because that ain't what's happening, man. Let's do this. All right, so maybe we take a break down here at like 22. I don't know. I don't totally love Pfizer. But yeah, this looks like something that's dropping through the floor. We do have, I mean, on the monthly time frame, we're oversold. So that's been a pretty straight cliff. And the week, it's been grinding down. So one would hope you would stop eventually. Again, that 22 range, maybe we stop in there. Because eventually, you got to think this thing's taking a break. What do their financials look like now? What has happened to this company? They must have just had a super high valuation because of the COVID. Oh, look at that, dude. Losing money. Haha. That's funny. Wow. That did not work out well for them. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so that doesn't look super exciting. If it's a short that you're looking at, then that might be a good one. But if it's something else, I'm going to say not so good. All right, BA. This will give you, hopefully you guys will get an idea. And sorry, like my stream crashed like 3 times. That was super annoying. Again, I might just buy a new computer. It's just I spent so much money on this one. And I used to be good at putting them together. And evidently I'm not anymore because I'm old and I'm blind and whatever. It's too much work. But, let's see here. So this does not look great. This does not look great. I will try a fib-based trend extension. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know what this looks like? Can I be honest? This looks like a really crappy head and shoulder. Like you got 2 right shoulders and a double top. But you got kind of this ugly left shoulder. Got a really long head. And then, but it looks like, it reminds me of like Starbucks. It reminds me of Best Buy. It looks like pain. So, if we think it's going to be pain, let's do the fib-based trend extension. Now, I'm going to say, I'm not saying it's epic pain. We're just going to, no, you know what? I am. We're going back to 2008. I want to see what this looks like. So, yeah, that could be it. Maybe we do an inverse here and start going higher. But I don't know. What does Boeing look like? I just hear so much negative crap about Boeing. It's like doors are falling off and shit. It's not good. They don't really know how to make money because they're a plane company. It's like all of them, right? They're indebted. Their operating expenses are going up. Probably from having to ground stuff all the time. Probably lawsuits. So much stuff. I just don't think this is a good business, but I guess they're getting ready to go EPS positive, maybe. Maybe. That would be better. if that happened. I don't know anything else about this company fundamentally, so I can't say much. I mean, it's good that we're starting to see better revenues. Let's look. So yeah, 2020 horrible. Actually, gosh, since from 2018 on, they just kind of fell off. Got heavily indebted during the pandemic, right? That sucks. And now they're working their way back towards profitability and cash flow positive. So yeah, you got to give them some credit. They're doing okay. Maybe they can go higher, but I don't know. I don't think you're going to get much more out of this. I don't think you're going to get much more milk out of this pig. All right, what else we got? MicroStrategy, down big. Down big, MicroStrategy. Is it really? Let's see what down big is. You better mean it. Better be like a huge number. No, I'm not going to count it, bro. It was up 24% today. You can't say 4.5% down is down big. You cannot do that. It's not fair. Not fair. All right, moving on. Tesla drops more Q1. Yeah, I hope it drops in Q1. I do. Q1 sucks for the auto industry. And then you have this whole, like, might not lower rates for a while thing. Oh, I just hope it gets crushed. I hope I lose a lot of money on Tesla because I want to buy those juicy calls when they're so cheap. It'll be sweet. Let's just look. Let's scroll down here. Tesla. How much did I lose today? 41,000. Oh, wish it could be more. Wish it could be more. All right, let's go back over here. What we're doing next? I'm getting distracted. Bowl. Can you look at Bowl? Is that like a... Okay. All right. We can try. Make a copy. Here. Bowl. Yeah, I'm going to play the video I had at the beginning, guys. If you missed it, I'm going to play it again tomorrow. It is so cool. It is very thoughtful. It was played at a convention here recently, like Michael Saylor and a bunch of other huge bigwigs in the Bitcoin community. And it is very deep. It's something I suggest you watch a few times because it's amazing. Here, let me get back to work. Sorry, just had to rant a little bit. Bolero Corp. That's a cool name. Chart doesn't look great. How old is this? 2021. Haven't been around a long time. What do their financials look like? Are they a cluster? Bolero. Is it a bowling alley company? That's cool. All right. I've never thought of like a big bowling alley company investment. So Q4 sucked. And it's weird because we had a really good Q2, but like, I don't know if people just stopped bowling or maybe they fixed all their pens. I don't know anything about this company, but good revenue, bad net, lots of debt, man. Hate to see that. Hate to see lots of debt. Operating leverage doesn't look horrible. Revenues are much higher than expenses. I don't know. Guidance isn't great. I mean, it's okay. How much is this company? $2 billion? How much and they're not really netting any money, and they've got a $2 billion valuation. I don't know. If they can scale more and start to turn this into something more positive and not be so indebted, maybe it's interesting, but not remotely interested personally. If I shit on your stocks, I apologize. It's just what I do. Try to be nice about it. Hims. Oh, you guys still hate Hims, don't you? You're making all this money off of it. It's pretty sad. 400 and what? 50% now? Something like that. 440. Not a bad number. We're kind of ready to go higher. Maybe we backtest over here if the market sucks. But I would honestly say Hims just wants to go. It's got nothing up here. Maybe there's a little bit at like 16, a little bit of volume. But what it wants to do is test its all-time high again. That's what it wants to do. I mean, look at this. Especially from here, right? Hit this, grind it underneath of it. Once it took off, it's like, nope, I'm gone. So I'd say Hims, as long as the market doesn't take a massive dump, Hims is probably just going to do really well. It's a very great investment. New. Could we look at new? Sure. Sure, buddy. All you people. Oh, and I didn't even put members chat only on. Huh, my bad. I'm going to do that next time. So if you guys want to talk in it, again, no ads. You don't have to get YouTube Premium, any of that stuff. But I do appreciate it if you at least turn into a member. That way people that are supporting the channel, at least paying $3 a month, can pick stocks. That way I'm focusing on the people that are contributing the most. That's kind of the gist. All right, anyway, new. Let's pull her up. Here it is. Okay, so it's still running. It looks like it's might retrace here like 1150. It might take a break, but then it's test the all-time high and then 1364. And this is Steady Eddie. It's a great company. Their financials look stupid. Here, let me just pull them up real quick. I do like looking at this company. My friend Tanner from Future Investing loves it. Oh, we're going to be doing a hood video on Friday too at 7:30. Me and Tanner, kind of like we did with Mara this last week. So we'll be talking about that. But look at this chart. Like, look at that revenue growth. Their cash balance is great. Look at that net income starting to really get good. And I'm sorry, revenue growth for a bank of 86% year over year. Like, what? I mean, look at all this. Look at these projections, dude. They're just stupid. It's a stupid company. Like, in a good way. Sorry. $1 billion. What is that? No, that can't be right. $1 million an employee. Okay, that makes sense. That's what they're making. That's their revenue. So each employee gives them $1 million. That's pretty cool. All right. Next. Walmart. Sure. I don't know if I have Walmart. Just to be safe, I will add fresh. I'm loving the hood. I love the hood too, man. I'm definitely loving the hood. That 350% is sweet. I was hoping it would hit 400 today, so I'm a little pissed about that, but like not pissed enough to be upset. Let's just say that. All right, Walmart. Walmart's still doing pretty good, huh? Got a little gap up. It's trying. It's the little engine that could. Let's go back a ways here. Let's see. I want to do a 2020 thing. Where were you in 2020, Walmart? Is that you? That's you. Okay. Let's do this. Boy, Walmart has managed itself pretty good, I gotta say. So let's say there to here to here. It's pretty close. All right, so it hasn't really hit anything in the way of resistance. I mean, it did over here, and then it broke through. It looks like it's still trying to run to 61, and then maybe it takes a break. But, I mean, we're in price discovery, so... I will say that the RSI on the weekly time frame is at like one of the highest levels it's been since 2018, 17 almost. That's a long time. So again, the whole market, like I shouldn't say this. There's a decent amount of the market, different markets that are overbought. But there's other segments of the market that aren't. And the small caps are part of that. And I think honestly that we're going to continue to see small caps take some lead here in the future. I think it's their time. They were only down 0.1% today on the Russell 2000, and the Nasdaq was down 0.42, and then the S&P was down 0.12. So it looks like the Russell is finally, like, before it would just be double everything, right? That was all of 2022. It was just, it would be worse for the Russell. So maybe things are getting all right there. I really believe they are. Well, if I'm down 3% on the day, Jesse, please drop more so I can buy. Yeah, dude, I love it when I lose money. As long as I'm losing it the way I want to lose it. Oh, hey, sell PayPal and buy Tesla calls. Growing money quicker. Your thoughts? I am not, but I don't know your situation. Honestly, I think PayPal's the better, more asymmetric bet. If I was buying calls for it, though, I wouldn't do it. I would do it for 2026, not now. But that's the one I think is going to be a much better deal. Tesla will be. It's just Tesla's not done going through pain yet. I think I would wait at least a month before I got too interested in that, personally. That's my take, Johnny. All right. PayPal shares. Remember AAP. If I missed somebody, let me know. Coin. Wow, I missed a bunch of people. Jesus. I just like skipped a whole thing. Holy crap. Let me go back up. All right. Oh, my bad. All right, let me go to Grab. I'll get better at this eventually, I promise. Let's take some work. Got some fine tuning. Got to get a computer that works, that I'm not cussing at all day. Oh, I thought I did Grab. Did I not do Grab? Let's go to load layout. Grab. Type the right thing in. All right, Grab. Here we go. These guys have earnings yet? They did. Oh. I mean, like, they look good. Didn't really go anywhere. What was this? Was this the organic, like, weed thing or something? Or is this like a vegetable thing? Grab holding is limited. Software. Oh, okay. I was completely off. You can tell I got this one down. Oh, yeah. So they had the great revenue. Yeah, the revenue's growing. Their net income is. Did they actually get positive? They're like, oh, it's so close. I can't tell. Let me zoom in. Oh my God. They made money. Like $11,000 or something. It was a small amount. I don't know. Or 11 million. Okay, well, that's better. Yeah, this company's getting better all the time. What was their, but they had, so they're still 11.5 billion and they're just getting profitable. I'd have to run some numbers here, but I mean, this company does look good, man. This looks like a bounce. And I know I'm going to do the short video tonight and then I'll try and get, by tomorrow, I'll try and get a long one going. But I do like Grab from the aspect of, this thing's got, like, again, 12 billion is arguably still a pretty decent valuation, but at the rate this company is growing revenues, I don't know. I'd probably just need to listen to a conference call for these guys so I have a better feel for them. But I do like this setup. I mean, it's been decimated. I do feel bad for the people that bought at $18. I mean, they obviously overpaid for Grab. But I need to get an understanding of what this company does, because again, I thought they were a weed farmer, so I need to do some research on this one for sure. All right, let me see here. SoFi, we did SoFi. Yeah, we did SoFi. It's back a little bit. BTU. Let me pull up. You know what? I'm gonna have to make a copy of that one. Make a copy. Wow, what do we got? 340, 381. Cool. Thank you guys. I love the support, man. All right. And then hopefully, can you guys tell me in chat, is the streaming or is the picture working now? I'm really hoping it is. I'm hoping it had something to do with how ads were being dropped. And by me getting rid of ads from now on, that you guys won't have to deal with that crap. That's my goal. Huh, this is interesting. Gosh, this is a weird one, man. Oh, this is energy. How do I feel about energy? Do I feel good about energy? I'm weird about energy right now because we have a massive need for electricity, but other forms of energy like oil-based and stuff could kind of get hurt. We've done a good job staying above volumes, but God, we've been riding this line. There's this rule about grinding up against a support zone or a resistance zone for a long period of time where it can be sketchy and a little dangerous. And this feels like maybe bear flagging almost, like left shoulder, head, right shoulder, can't even get it up, getting ready to roll over. But let me look real quickly because I am curious about their financials. BTU, is that right? Peabody. Mr. Peabody, that dates me. All right. Decent amount of cash, better than they used to have. Revenue isn't really going anywhere. Net income's positive, 192 million, ain't bad. Operating expenses shot up all of a sudden. Estimates going forward are a little, kind of chopped still. Nothing super exciting. They've lowered their stock-based comp, it looks like. That's good. It's much lower. I mean, we're just kind of chopping on this one. I honestly would be afraid it's going to roll over. What kind is this too? And what's the short interest? Is short interest 13.5? Thermal coal. Yep. Nope. Fuck that. Run away. Run away from coal, dude. Run away. It's gonna die. Coal's gonna die. I think I did Square. Did I do Square? Maybe I didn't. Let me just double check. We can do it real quick. All right, Square. Above volumes. Didn't drop that hard. 2.84. Whatever. Still looks good. I mean, we could retrace back down. Still find support in the 70s. I don't know, man. I think Square is kind of set on a path higher. Yeah, I think it's gonna do fine. Oh, you know what? I better put this back because I don't want to screw this up in case I need to look at BTU again. All right. So what next? Square. MGRM. Let's do it. I don't know that one. I think I've done it before. I'm glad you guys are sticking around. This is fun. Maybe someday here we'll be able to break 400. That would be really cool. All right, Monogram Orthopedics. Monogram Orthopedic. Whoa, somebody got kicked in the nuts. That's painful. Is this a SPAC? Did they SPAC this? This looks like a disaster SPAC. 2023. No, it's more recent. Woof. That is, I guess you know what I'm going to draw? I'm going to draw fib retracement because there's been absolutely no bounce. Technically, we have a higher low. You can't hate that unless the company's going bankrupt. Let me see here. What's that? MG. Oh, I don't know what this is. Let me see what the name is. Might have to type it out. Monogram Orthopedics. Monogram Orthopedics. All right, Monogram. Oh, dude, this might be too obscure for me to get it in here. But we got other stuff. We got TradingView. TradingView gives us all kinds of crap. They lose a lot of money, this company. Oh, they had one good quarter. That's cool. I like that. I like it when they don't lose a lot of money. Cash and cash equivalent, stat, blah, 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 blah. See, revenue to profit conversion. Stuff. Let me see, statistics, earnings, revenue. There we go. All right, and I can't even do quarters. Oh, this is why I love visualstocks.com, my buddy Alejandro's site, because it's just so cool. So, yeah, man, I don't know. The company's still losing money. It looks like they might not be losing money in the future. They're worth $76 million. If you had insider information that told you that this company was getting ready to turn around and be profitable, then this would be a hell of a deal. There's not a lot of history here for me to work off of, though, so I can't really tell you much about it. Nice pop. Yeah, 7% is pretty nice, but it's down 2.5 in after hours. And I think everything in general markets is kind of getting hit right now. Pendle. I don't know what Pendle is. Let me take a look. And I'm going to try and do these longer. And is Pendle a shitcoin? Pendle. Shit. Please take a look. We'll just assume it is. Crypto. All right. Binance, Tether. Which one has... If you guys have like obscure cryptos, tell me which exchange they were born on. It helps just to kind of get some history. I'm going to say that this one is... Yeah, I'm going to say here. Okay, cool. All right. So it's went up a lot, but maybe it got listed too. Ah, man, this has just went up so much. So it was 0.03 cents, and now it's $3.11. So we've already 100x'd on this one. 100x. Not percentage. X. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know anything about this. It could totally shit the bed. I don't even know what its market cap is. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you much. The really obscure cryptos, I don't know. You might want to go somewhere else for that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be the best person for it, honestly. Because I just won't... there's no real due diligence. I can't give you the financials for it. And, I mean, everybody's got some kind of story. So it's just like, it's hard to know if it's ever going to be worth anything. And I don't necessarily want to spend a lot of time on really obscure shit coins just because I'm afraid that people might think that I'm saying they should buy it. And I just don't have an opinion. My friend Derek Quick is probably pretty happy. He's getting a little bit of a bounce on his advanced auto parts he was trying to talk me into. That probably would have benefited me a little bit, but I did not partake because it's just not my thing. And I've got this thesis, and it could be totally wrong. Again, I'm wrong every once in a while. Not too often, but it does happen. And my thesis is that auto parts stores are going to die off slowly over time. Now, for his plan, it might be good right now. I mean, look at this. We got peak volumes. We're just testing it. Decent chance we break it, go into the 75s. And I think the fundamentals from what he was showing me, and again, we already hit the RSI on the monthly down here. How much lower are we going to go? And then let's just look here. So again, if you like this auto parts store, then you might be interested. I don't like how Q3 was negative, but I don't know the reason behind it. Derek might, my friend Derek Quick, look him up on X. He's great. Tons of debt, so I don't like debt. You're gonna learn that about me. I don't know what this debt is structured as, but there's 4 billion of it, and there's not a lot of cash. And then they've been buying back shares, but they kind of stopped doing that a little over a year ago, which worries me because their debts went up. They stopped buying back shares. Why? The revenues again are still kind of going up, but if you look at net income, it's kind of trending down, I think. And yeah, I just don't see. I don't know why my friend likes this. I don't know. I mean, again, slight projection. I guess this isn't horrible. They're gonna get like one good quarter in Q2. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the valuation. It's probably the valuation because they're back to where they were in 2011. But the question is, do they deserve to be there? Are they a dying company? Are they too indebted? I don't know. I personally don't think anything of the sector. SE. Do I already have that one? I feel like I do. Is this that C Limited? Okay. C Limited. Looks like it's back testing the 50. It's probably going to test back up to the 100 again. Chart looks good. Chart looks like it wants to go higher. Q3. When did they have Q4? How quickly are their earnings coming up? Oh, they just did? They beat. What did this one look like again? I'm just going to check real quick here. Ah, flattened out revenue. Don't love that. Cash going down. Net income, weird. Operating expenses down, then back up. Still kind of flattish on revenue. Negative on EPS. I don't love it. I don't like the guide. There's some things they're doing okay, but you just don't have any growth. It's only 5% growth year over year. I don't love that at all. So, I don't know. I don't know what I told you last time, but I don't love it right now. All right, let me go back over here. SMR. SMR? Is that a thing? Is that like that weird sound stuff? This one? Nope. All right, how many people still here? Whoa, still 380. That's crazy. All right, I guess I'll just keep going. As long as you guys are still here. You guys leave, I'm out. That's how it works. All right, SMR. I'm going to add it back up here. Oh, and don't forget, guys, if you want to, if you want to find out every time that I'm doing a live stream or whatever, or get my videos quickly in advance, especially since you're members and I will be posting exclusive content as early as tonight, make sure you ring the bell and you're subscribed and all that. Well, I guess you would be subscribed, but ring the bell so you get notified for all notifications. That way you get the stuff quick. NuScale Power Corporation, that's got to be it. More power. Power. What happened to my right side here? There we go. Electrical products. Huh, that's an interesting. I wonder exactly what electrical products. This company has had a rough road, at least recently. Let's see, how much history do we have? I'm going to go to the weekly. Okay, so they did good in 2022, and then they fell off a cliff. I'll draw a chart for that in a second. But before I do that, I want to know more about this company's financials because the chart only tells us a small part of the story. The financials of the company tell us a much bigger one. They're burning cash. They're issuing more shares. They did a lot in the beginning of Q1 2023, so a year ago. Revenue's picking up, so they're in growth phase, 119% revenue growth year over year. But operating expenses have climbed recently too. Cash flow is negative. Forecasting, woof, look at that revenue boost. That's fascinating. So what do these guys do? So here's the thing. Electrical, I actually think is a good business. Utilities and renewable. It's Portland, so it's probably really renewable. Short interest is 30%. But this company doesn't have any debt. And their revenues are increasing dramatically. Huh. It's got a lot of institutional ownership. All right, one second here. Just going to jot this one. I'm going to look at this one in the future. I'm kind of intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by the forecasting of their revenue, and it looks like they can start to. The burn is just so low. Again, it's not a ton of money, almost 14 million, but this looks like heavy growth. This looks like heavy growth based on revenue, and it looks like they could dial up profits if they wanted to. And they're only not even $1 billion. Huh, that's kind of cool. All right, I like that. Yeah, I'll draw this out. I really only have fib retracement though, just because all it did was just like shit the bed. So we'll use this for now. But I would expect a pretty quick run to $5 if they can do anything like they're forecasting for. Really cool, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2005 lows. Yeah, that is low. Look at Root for hedging. It has a daily RSI of 96. 96. Yes, I can look at that. Huh, maybe that's a short to midterm hedge. All right, so I'm getting better at reading the comments, guys. I'm slow. Holy, that is a heck of a bounce. All right, before we get too crazy here, these wicks, this is crazy to have a wick, like a blow off wick where you're bouncing hard with this volume, and then have 2 more weeks not that far apart, at least from a technical level. That's wild. I need to see what's happened with this company. Are they just making money hand over fist? Were they just super depressed in value? Ooh, their revenue shot up a lot. So I don't know if this is a good hedge because of this. Why did the revenue go up so much recently? And is that going to keep happening? Net income's going down. That's good. Cash is dropping. That's good. Operating expenses haven't changed. Little share dilution, going cash flow positive. Getting a lot of mixed signals. Yeah, and look at their forecasting. So I don't know, man. This might be turning around as a company, and I don't like a turnaround story for a hedge. Even though it did go up a lot in the RSI, I still don't like that because if these guys, they're only $611 million company, if they start going net income positive for 4 quarters, I mean, this could be totally justified. All of this could go a lot higher, honestly. So I don't know what to think of this. I'd have to know a lot more about the company before I would feel comfortable with any kind of thought of hedging. All right, MMM. Crap, what time is it? 4:10. We're still good. MMM. I am running out of windows. I think I pulled up a lot of stocks already. That's the one thing. I need to pay TradingView an extra $200 a month so I can get more windows that don't close on me. Just reluctant to do that because it's so much money. And now I got rid of ads. So, oh, March 2020. Okay, well, this one looks pretty well drawable. There. There. Okay. That's a steep. That's like a slam dunk, man. That's painful looking. It's like it wanted to jump for a second, and this is 3M. MMM. I get it. All right. How are things going for 3M? Operating expenses got really high for a couple of quarters. Debt is up. Cash is starting to build. Really flat revenue. Net income. So they can pull in $1 billion a quarter almost, but their revenue growth is negative 0.1%. Doesn't appear like these guys are doing too good. I don't know. I don't like companies like this. Look at that forecast. It just doesn't look great. I do have to pee, and I think I'm going to call it on this one, but I promise I will do better. I will get the videos coming up. I will fix my computer. No more ads going forward, and we'll turn on the member part in the future so that we're just looking up members' requests for chat. So if you aren't a member and you want to pay $3 so that you can get me to do picks, I will do that for you. Otherwise, or picks, charts, whatever. Otherwise, you guys have a great day, and I'm going to run away here real quick before I pee my pants. So.